Hi. So I'm back. So we were at the distance of the sea. Places close to the sea have a moderate type of climate as compared to those located in the interior, comparatively slower than the land. Then I said humidity. Humidity is the presence of moisture in the air. Thus, the degree of humidity of a place is related to its distance from the sea. Why are some areas very humid? I was going into that and I had to change the video. These areas are known as the hot or the torrid zone. These why are they humid? Tropical climates are found in these places. As we move away from the equator, the sun rays get diffused, so they hit the poles at a slanting place. So that's why the northern hemisphere and these areas are known as the tundra regions, as they have a polar climate. Polar climate in the sense they have a colder climate. Okay. Now, how does the distance of a place from the sea affect its climate? When the warm air over the land rises up, it is replaced by the cool air from the sea. So when your land air is going up, so this place is empty, then that sea cool air comes in and we get the cool breeze. This breeze cools the coastal areas in summer and warms them in winter. On the other hand, places far away from the sea have extreme climate. So we don't get that here in Bihar. So people next to the coastal, next to the seaside, they get this. But we have an extreme heat climate. So this is clear till here. We are done. I am going to give you this PDF. I am going to send it to you so that it helps you out in the most better way and you can do your question and answers. Okay. So that will be done for you, and so rest we can now start the next chapter which we have here. I have told you earlier also that the chapter which we have is the equatorial forest region, which depending upon climate, plant life and human life. Okay, so you have only 2 pages, that's page 30, 31 and 32, and rest is the question answers and your fill in the blanks and unscrabble the words and all. So we are on chapter 5 now. So I'll just give you a basic information about the equatorial forest regions or the equatorial regions which are next to the equator. Now what are equatorial regions? Are located in a band, in a group around the equator and cover about 6% of the earth's surface. Because of this equatorial region, we get the oxygen. Plants give out oxygen, trees give out oxygen, and they need to grow also, so they need water, and it has to be a heavy tropical forest to get the oxygen as well. So we don't think we get only oxygen from our plants. The oxygen in the atmosphere also comes from the equatorial regions. Okay, so what I want to say is that equatorial regions are located in a band around the equator and they take the 6% of the earth's surface. They are often in lowland areas and have a climate that is hot and wet all around the year. Okay, it's like that. Tropical rainforests grow in equatorial regions. They will not grow anywhere else. They will only grow in the equatorial regions. Now, what are those regions? In equator, we have the Ituri rainforest, the Harappan rainforest, Madagascar lowlands, the Daintree rainforest, and the Atlantic forest, the Hawaiian rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is the largest, you know that. So the Amazon rainforest covers an area of 5,500,000 square kilometers. That's Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname and French Guiana. These are the places. I am telling you all this so that children, I want you to know the subject. I don't want you to just go with question answers. You must know what are equatorial forests. If you know that, you don't have to, anyone asks you a question, you will be able to answer. You will be able to tell people also what you know about the equatorial region. The Atlantic forest. Now what does the Atlantic forest have? I told you the Atlantic forest covers an area, forget that. That's also in a part of Brazil, Paraguay and Argentina. The Madagascar lowland forests are the islands of Madagascar. If you have a map or if you have a globe at home, if you have a atlas, you'll be able to. The Ituri rainforest is in Democratic Republic of Congo, parts of Africa. The Hawaiian tropical rainforest that covers it's in the Hawaiian islands. It's towards, if I look at a globe like this in front of me, it's going to be on my left hand side. Okay, the Daintree rainforest, that's obviously in Australia, and the Harpan rainforest covers an area in Sumatra. Now, where is Sumatra? That's in the east side, towards the Eastern Asia part of that, towards the Thailand side, you will get that Harpan rainforest. Okay, so if you look at the globe like this, if I look at it in front of me, so I'll see the Harapan rainforest this side. Below that will be the Daintree, and if I come in the middle, I'll see Africa just beside India. I'll see the Ituri rainforest. It will be there where the equatorial line goes. Just it goes on top of that, and the Ituri rainforest below that is the Madagascar. And then I come to the South American side. I get Brazil, the Amazon rainforest, the Atlantic forest. That's the Amazon, Brazil, Paraguay, Colombia, and all. And then we get this Hawaiian rainforest. Hawaiian rainforest is in the Hawaiian Islands. It's just close by to the Brazil side. Okay, it's like that if you see the map like that. Some of the longest rivers in the world flow from these tropical rainforests, like the Amazon, the Mekong, the Orinoco, and Congo, because they receive so much rainfall. They are the longest rivers as well. Clear? This is the basic knowledge of that part. And what is the climate like? Okay, so I told you in the book, so I'm just giving you the basic knowledge. This is going to be same thing in the book, but I like to first tell you some things before I go with the book. Okay, and so that you come to know what is actually happening. So basic knowledge of everything has to be there before you go into anything. Okay, so that's much more important because that's the way I like to teach. I don't go with the book first. I like to explain, and after that it is there in the book. So I'm going to be there and help you out with everything. Okay, so what happens in the climate of this equatorial forest region? We have to know about that, isn't it? What is it all about? How does the climate get rainy? Why does it rain? I'm going to explain this to you. The sun rays are direct, as you know, it's on the equatorial regions. So the climate is very hot throughout the year, direct sun rays. Temperatures usually above 25 degrees centigrade. Now you'll think Sir is saying it is very hot, but that too it is 25 degrees. Again, jungles, temperate zones. Okay, the equatorial part, the temperatures are usually about 25 degrees centigrade. The air is also calm and there is no prevailing winds. Why is there no prevailing winds? Because the seaside is not there. Okay. A tropical rainforest, or rather the equatorial region, the tropical rainforest, get over 168 centimeter rainfall every year, and it rains very heavily almost all afternoons. Okay. The sun heat makes lots of water evaporate from rivers and lakes and causes plants to transpire. What? You didn't understand. Your mom is cooking and she's cooking rice or she's cooking whatever, anything, and she covers the pan or the utensil with a lid. So it's heating inside. Okay. And when she picks up the lid, there's water around here. That is sweat. We don't sweat here. When we get heat from inside, the water from inside comes out. That is sweat, moisture. So the sun's heat makes a lot of water evaporate from the river, the lakes, and causes plants to transpire. What is transpired? Sweat, moisture. The water droplet comes on the plants. Warm, humid air. Then this air which is there, which is going up, there's a thrust of air, isn't it? Hot. We don't see that, but see, when your mother is cooking, you see that hot air coming out from that place, you know that food is hot, isn't it? So that warm, humid air then rises to form huge storm clouds. This is called convectional rainfall. What happens is, the sun is falling in the morning, heats the ground. Sun is falling here, it is heating the ground. Okay. Then what happens? In the morning time, it's heating the ground is getting sweating, evaporation, water droplets come to the plants, then the cool air, the heat as it goes up from, suppose you are eating hot rice or you are eating hot dal with a spoon, you know what do? You take the spoon and try to stir it and let that hot air go up to cool, and then the fan air cools it, right? So there is cool air coming from the fan. So when this hot air is going up, okay, and the transpiration is going to happen, that cool bubbles of water will also go. It's taking it up, it's heating it up. So that goes and forms the cloud. And when it forms a lot of clouds, that there is thunder. When cloud and cloud hits together, there is thunder and storm and rain. So by the time it's raining, it's afternoon. So mostly every afternoon there is rain, and water helps to grow the plants and the jungle, and it fills the rivers and lakes. The weather of each day of the year is similar. They are the only area of the world where the seasons do not change. Tropical forest. Their system is same thing as every day. They have got no lockdown. They have got no social distancing. Their work has to go on. If their work doesn't go on, we don't live. We human beings will not be able to live. Got my point? So you are clear till here. This is what I was trying to tell you, and I'll come back in the next video and I'll explain some few more lines, and then I'll touch the book, because before touching the book I want to explain a lot. So the basic things which I told you, you understood, right? So the PDF file, you'll get your homeworks done, and make sure you do your writing, please. And the things which I wanted to tell you is, you have to follow a specific rule of studying. Okay, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. I don't want to put pressure on you. I am not going to tell you study 10 hours, 9 hours, 15 hours. Not possible. If you know what is 2 plus 2, you don't have to study. But if you don't know, you have to study that for 2 hours. Now tropical, equatorial, the regions which I told you, the equatorial regions of the world, what are there in the temperate zones? In the equatorial part, I told you what happens. This part you understood. So when you will get a notes printed for that, you will read and you will compare it. See, online classes does not mean that I am going to interact with you directly. Online classes, I am going to give you all information. You have to study according to your time and follow the videos. See, you are too young to understand, but I'll just give you a basic knowledge. This online section, if there is no lockdown, then you can have this online thing. I can also talk to you, you can also talk to me. Generally, you need a lot of things, a setup, a proper infrastructure and a setup to make an online, which I am not degrading anybody. You can also do it on a phone, you can also do it on a computer. You should have a 4 GB RAM or a 512 MB RAM will also do, and a good computer and the best network connectivity. Okay, so I am not promoting any channel, I am not promoting any apps. And see, also in the US, also in India, everything costs money to set up. If you want to go for an online class, you have to pay money. Everything is not free. Okay. But we teachers, I am not a teacher, I am a sharer. That what I am doing is I am trying to get all the information to you. Okay. That's what I am wanting to do. So feedbacks, the Hartford WhatsApp group is there. Please get in touch with our respected director, sir, Mr. R.S. Chauhan. Request him that if you are not added on that group, add yourself and give me feedbacks. I will see the WhatsApp. I am also on that group. I'll see what is your question and I'll shoot a video for you, or I'll shoot the PDFs, whatever the problem is. What can be the problem? Either you are not understanding or you are not able to understand the question answer. Question answers also I am solving and giving it to you. Everything is given to you on the website. Download portion, all files are there. You have to search for it. See, your mother cooks and gives it to you, but you have to eat it yourself. We have to eat ourselves with a spoon or with our hand. We have to eat it ourselves. So when you were a child, your mother taught you how to eat. Now you are eating. So in the junior school, you learned how to study, and now I am sharing with you so you know how to study. Rest, if you have any problem, you have to give feedbacks. Everything is about feedbacks. If you don't have a feedback, you will not learn. If you don't make a mistake, you don't learn. Okay? So I'm going to see you in the next video about this equatorial thing, and I'll just give you a few more lines. And you will get this PDF file posted on the download section of your website. And everything is there, does not get deleted also. So whenever you want. But you have to work hard for everything. You know, nothing is easy in life. So we all have to work hard. And this is the time, guys, where you have this ultimate time at home where you can sit and study. Don't waste this time. Use it. Okay. So because once school opens, you don't have to worry that such a big syllabus is there. That is that the government is thinking for you all. You are the first priority of the world all around. Children are the first priority, and the government is the central government is deciding on it. Respected Mr. Pokhriyal, the education minister, respected Prime Minister Mr. Modi ji, he is also thinking about how the session should start, how the syllabus is going to go. Is it going to be a full syllabus or is it going to be a small syllabus? So you guys don't have to worry. You just study. Rest the government is thinking for you, and we are also doing it for you. Okay. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care of yourselves.